Hello YouTube, this is Toy Ventures back again with another figure review. Guys, it has been a while since I've gotten to talk to you directly with a review. How have you guys been? It's been a long time since I got to do this because there just hasn't been too many interesting stuff coming out from Mattel. I mean, there still has been stuff, but nothing interesting. At least nothing in stores currently. You get a bunch of re-releases and whatnot, and I mean, the Ford's not out yet. All the cool stuff for Camp Cretaceous isn't out yet. So right now, it's been really slow collecting Jurassic Park. That's why I haven't seen very many reviews or anything like that, because the stuff that is coming out just isn't good enough. Like the Nedry set is just terrible. I'm not going to touch it. And everything that is good is just repainted raptors and whatnot. So it's just kind of like, I've been focusing on the Godzilla stuff and my Gundam hobby. In this little kind of drought period for the fandom. But I do have two figures to bring to you today. And these are, not groundbreaking, but they are cool. Today we're taking a look at the Camp Cretaceous repaint, or I guess you could say correction on this Cyanoceratops. Now, in case you guys didn't know, in the initial toy line for Fallen Kingdom, we got what was called a Cyanoceratops, but was actually this is the Pachyrhinosaurus. Clearly you can tell this is not a Cyanoceratops, this is a Pachyrhinosaurus, but it was given the same paint job as the Cyanoceratops in Fallen Kingdom. That's something else we'll get onto. It's an extremely annoying action figure, and we'll get on that later. And then also we're taking a look at the new repaint for the Crylophosaurus. This one really doesn't have any issues, but as you can see, the only thing keeping it quiet is this pull tab. So as soon as I pull this out, I open the floodgates. Have an annoying sound. Yep, there we go. I take my batteries out of these because these are just the most obnoxiously annoying figures in existence. I've complained about them since the beginning, and Mattel has only made them more annoying since. It's just like, it seems like you have to look or breathe on these figures a little too hard, and they start roaring all loud and they won't be quiet. So that's something I don't really like about this line. But anyway, getting back on track. So the first figure we got that was supposed to fill the hole of the Cyanoceratops was, like I said, that Pachyrhinosaurus. Then fast forward about 2 or 3 years, we get a genuine Cyanoceratops. This is actually released pretty recently. But the color's wrong. It is this gray. I mean, it's a cool color, but it's a little plain, doesn't look very right. Especially for those of you used to this Fallen Kingdom Cyanoceratops. A good figure, but I think we would still want the original. And then here comes the original paint scheme. So this has been a figure long time coming. I think it looks really good. So I'm happy to finally have the correct version. And then this Crylophosaurus is just another bonus carnivore. Nothing too special, but we will take a look at them. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get these guys out of the box. And here we have the two out of the box. And yeah, it's just a new repaint pair. Nothing too grand, but at least this one has the benefit of having a long-awaited correction of a dinosaur. So, taking a look at the star here first, which is the Cyanoceratops. At least he's my favorite out of the two. But as you can see, he's plagued with the worst sound gimmick I've seen in a dinosaur toy. Period. Now, this can be applied to all of the Soundstrike line. They're, quite frankly, gimmick-wise at least, terrible. Figure-wise, they're fine. You just take out the batteries and you have a perfectly fine dinosaur toy, and that's what I'm going to do with this. As soon as this review is over, these batteries are getting out of here so I can, have this stored without it talking to me in my sleep. So, as I was saying, the sounds on this thing are so easy to trigger that sometimes, like, even if it's just sitting down in your room, something idly will trigger it. And it's kind of creepy, frankly. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sound strikes. They are good size-wise, but gimmick-wise, they really need a lot of work. I feel like sound should be activated by a button. That's it. No gimmick. A button where you can choose what sounds you want, but that's not really what we've gotten how. Anyway, nothing too crazy, to take a look about with this one. We'll go ahead and compare him once more with the other releases. So I'm going to count the Pachyrhinosaurus since he's the same in paint scheme at least. And I gotta say, I think I still like the Pachyrhinosaurus' paint better. You can tell that there was just at least a little bit, like a monicum of money more spent on the paint on this one. This one's paint goes all the way down to the tail. It has a little bit, just a splotch right here in the forearm. It just looks like it's a little more detailed overall, whereas this one is the head, sparsely the body, and nothing else. You can really tell how Mattel's paints have gone over the years to where they just stopped caring about it as much and put a lot more work on the sculpt. Now that's an interesting trade-off. I don't know if it would be the trade-off I would make because, a lot of people know how to paint, but not everybody knows how to paint even this good. Like, I couldn't even paint this good. So it kind of leaves the door open to people who have to customize it just to make it look a little more decent than this. This looks super plain. So that is really... Okay, see what I mean? I hate these things. So anyway, that's sad to see that the paint has definitely cheapened up over the years. But, I mean, what can you do? I usually get these repainted, not really the herbivores, but like the big, prominent dinosaurs. So, that's tough. Wish they would have gotten a little less cheap on that. But, okay, so that's the Pachyrhinosaurus. Overall rating, I'd put this at about a 4.5 out of 5. No, actually, no. I'm going to put this at a 3.5 out of 4. Now, I know that's a really low rating, but it's because it's just, again, just a repaint of a figure that is repainted, or I guess, remolded. Because like I said, in lineage, it goes him, and then him. So, I think he has the best paint out of all of them. And then these two obviously are same sculpt. So, it's a lesser version of what we got before, corrected to be the right species. That's kind of what this one is. It has and the eyes are just super weird. I think they thought because on figures like the, who was it? The ones from Battle at Big Rock, I cannot remember the name for the life of me. Their eyes are almost non-existent on the figure. I'm going to try and handle it really gently because I really don't want the noise constantly going off. But this one has kind of like a crazed, wide-eyed look. It always looks like it just realized something horrible and it's just standing there. That or it knows there's something behind it. Oh, don't tell me. I know it's behind me. Just kind of funny. It looks like it just is in constant shock. So, that's enough talking about the Cyanoceratops. Definitely the highlight out of these two because it's the most movie relevant. So, it does get a thumbs up for me. It's less than stellar, but it does what it needs to do. Moving on to the second dinosaur in the pair. So, a new Crylophosaurus Repaint. Definitely a figure no one asked for, but a figure that no one's going to really complain about. It's just one of those meh, cool, thanks, kind of entries into the line. Not something that's going to make me jump up and down with joy that they finally released it, but it's not something that I roll my eyes at because the paint scheme's too jarish. This one's it's literally just a meh figure. Like, there's nothing great about it, but there's nothing abhorrently horrible about it. It's really just, if you like this dinosaur, get it. If you're a completionist, get it. But I really don't think that it's breaking any ground, especially if you have the first Crylophosaurus, which I'll compare it to you right now. So here are the two releases of Crylophosaurus, and you gotta ask yourself, what paint job do you like the most? And it's tough because I like the deserty, arid one of this one. This one's nice, but it just a splotch on his back, a little bit on his spine. Okay, this one at least has like the striping going on. There technically is more color in this one, but I think I like the overall idea of this one's paint scheme better. So I'm kind of torn. What I do like about these two when I put them together is that they are oddly uniform. They both have the white, same color for the white under chin, and they have both have the same color head crest. So they do kind of look like they belong together, maybe like a female and a male. So I guess you could pass off these two variants as gender dimorphism, which I always love to see in these line, that you can have a male and a female. So that makes it certainly more acceptable, but it doesn't change the fact that it is still a meh figure. So let's go ahead and see what the sounds are for this one. I'm assuming that since I already reviewed this guy, I'm pretty sure I reviewed him. The sounds would be the same. Now, obviously, I'd taken the batteries out of him a long time ago, and this guy as well. Oh, no, I did not. Okay, so now we can get a live comparison between the sounds. Let's see. Okay, yes. So they do have the same exact sound effects. So if this one annoyed you, this one will annoy you too. I suggest with these figures, you know, as soon as you get them, take the batteries out. The sounds are not even accurate to the dinosaur that you have. There's really no point in keeping them, and I hope this demonstration kind of shows you why, is that they are just so annoying. I despise the sounds of features in this dinosaur, and I really just wish they would just take the sound strike line, scrap it, and then make these just better articulated medium-sized dinosaur toys. They don't need a gimmick. They can just be dinosaurs for the sake of dinosaur toys. I'll buy them either way, you know? At least if they're articulated, there's a little more articulation in them and not such an expensive, quite frankly, cheesy gimmick. So that's my little rant on these. It's a good replacement and a meh figure for the pair. I haven't been really impressed with the Jurassic Park line so far. The Ford Explorer obviously blew me away. I'm super happy about that. And I'm happy that we're getting more of the Camp Cretaceous humans. I need to catch up. I haven't even watched season 3. I know you guys are so shocked. Forgive me, I have not watched season 3 yet. So I don't know about the Scorpius Rex. I know all of you guys are commenting about it. So I have to get on watching it, and then I'll learn about the Scorpius Rex, and maybe you guys might see a little bit more Camp Cretaceous in these videos. I've been thinking about maybe touching on the cast, maybe when they're grown up or something, and making a toy movie about that. Go ahead and let me know how you guys would feel about something like that in the comments. But other than that, I think that is all I have to say about these guys. Since they're so meh, there's not much to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. It has been nice talking to you guys directly once again, and I hope I can bring you guys another review soon. Toy movies will be continuing regularly. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Toy Adventures signing out. Peace!